Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Haikyu, you guys. Last time was so good. I'm so enjoying getting to know all the new characters. Everyone's just like so nuanced in their personalities and everything, like even off the bat. It's just made it a lot of fun to get to know like all of our different members and former members and returning members a little bit better. And yeah, guys, last time was no exception. We got a couple of new faces. I'm very excited to talk about them. Before I get started, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I am sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. If you're joining me on the YouTubes, I really hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. It helps me and my channel a whole lot. So thank you in advance for that. All right, guys. So last time we got to know, like, how is that? So in the last two episodes that I watched, like the last batch that I watched, we got to know him a little bit better. And honestly, I think the way that I was kind of feeling about him was sort of I feel like you guys kind of agreed. Like, he is kind of a little full of himself and everything, but yet there is like almost like a sincerity, at least in his like love of volleyball. So yeah, so I'm very curious to get to know him a little bit better because, you know, I really appreciate a good character that's like very like, I don't know if I go so far as to say like, oh, we're gonna have like all these layers and everything, but like a little bit more layered, you know, like, yeah, you know what, he could be a little bit stuck up and he can also be, he can kind of be like geeking out over volleyball a little bit too. Like, he could be both, you know, people are complex. So yeah, and we also got to know Nishinoya, who I love. Nishinoya's definitely, boy, I just love the vibe so much. Definitely getting kind of a similar type of personality to maybe like a Hinata or a Tanaka, but very much like his own thing as well. And I just love that type of character. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know him better. He's got such a good just vibe right off the bat. And then of course we have, I hope I'm saying the name right, Asahi. Yeah, I can't remember like the other name, but I remember that much, and I feel like that's what we were writing in the comments a lot. I actually feel for him a lot because, you know, I think what's kind of been misinterpreted as like not caring about volleyball anymore is actually having cared about it a little too much and having been a little bit traumatized. And I know I was saying in my last reaction, like, I can relate to that, you know, something that you love, something that is such a big part of you, but something happens, something burns you, or something, you get burnt out, or so, you know, just something. And then it's kind of like you lost a part of yourself. I know you guys in the comments were saying as well that like you could relate to that, you know, and it's a very hard thing to go through. It's like a form of trauma almost. But that there's something really refreshing about just seeing what you loved about that thing before, you know, anything happened to kind of sour you on it, you know, like just the pure love of that passion that you had. And I think that's what he's seeing in the first years now. So I'm loving how we're kind of seeing like how this team in particular is helping each other out and inspiring each other. And I'm really excited to see more, you guys. Like, I'm definitely, it's kind of they build everything up really slowly because they're really trying to get you used to all the characters and everything because it's such a character-driven show. But they're winning me over more and more every episode. So I'm excited to get into more. Without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right in to the next episode of Haikyu. Let's do this. Oh, we're peeking in. We're peeking in. I also forgot about all the stuff with the coach, by the way. We're doing that as well. Aww. Yeah, I remember that feeling. Remember that feeling. Huh? You scared him off! But you might get mad, and that in and of itself is scary. Ah. Right. The cat versus crow thing. I think they still really believe in you. Oh, he's sensitive. kind of like the opposite, yeah. They didn't seem to hold any grudge against him or lose respect for him at all. Oh, he's kind of a big teddy bear. Yeah, if you still have it in your heart, they'll take you back. What do you think? Does it still feel good in the palm of your hands, the ball? I guess we'll see. Also, I'm loving, like, people's interactions with Daichi so much. Because he's such, like, to me, he feels like a very stand-up guy, but also, like he's fair, he's cool, but don't mess with him, you know? And the don't mess with him part, like, I feel like so many people have maybe, like, learned the hard way. So he's afraid, you know, I mean, that's a big burden to carry on you too, to feel like, I could probably turn this up a little bit, honestly. It's not super loud. Usually I have the opposite problem. That's a big burden to carry on you, to feel like everyone is counting on you and like, you're going to let them down. Okay, I think this guy is going to end up being a coach. Right now we're like trying to get him to be the coach, and we're trying to like, yeah, because his grandpa was like a big time coach apparently. So that'll be interesting. We'll have like, everyone will be here for like trying to prove themselves in one way or another. You know what I mean? The kids, the coach, because they don't have a coach so far. But yeah, what was I saying about Asahi? I think just that, I think he owes it to his own passion to at least give it another try. And certainly I don't think that anyone else is holding anything against him whatsoever. Oh, we're just going to do a little like dusting and cleaning. Very pretty voice. Oh, we're watching you. Do you have some kind of tragic backstory about that? Oh, maybe he doesn't want to taint it with going back when he's older. Yeah, wouldn't want to just taint that time, that memory. It's kind of sweet. Oh, now he might actually remember the rivalry. Okay. Come on, you gotta go back and settle things. Kind of looks like Tanaka a little bit. Whoa! Okay. Oh, clearly we know this person. We know them. Don't shake our advisor! He didn't know there was a history. I mean, he knew there was a history maybe, but not that specific. We're on board! They probably know the name, but they're thinking... Because doesn't everyone know about the grandpa? Oh, yeah, they do know him from the shop. He says where they go to get their snackies. Ah, I see. Who are the opponents? Is that his team? His little neighborhood team that he's been... Oh my god, we're gonna meet more kids? Oh my lord. Hello? Team Neighborhood Association. So they are coming, or at least many of them. No, they're probably people who used to be on his team. Oh, that's who couldn't make it. Okay. Oh, he doesn't want to play without Asahi. He's just looking. He's just observing. But you got to get in there and play. I was going to say, he's kind of giving him a chance to be the setter, isn't he? He made his choice. Do your thing. He wants to do this. Oh. He's so good, though, and he's so wonderful in his own way. Oh. Oh. They have, see, a lot of this is about the respect that they have for each other, that they built as a team, you know what I mean? It's about even more than just the rules of the game. This will be great for everyone, you know, to get to, like, have that kind of competition, that kind of challenge. We're so into it. Okay, who else really wants to know about the Neighborhood Association? Because I want to hear, like, their old, like, tales of glory from, like, the days of their youth and everything. I think that would be super fun. Will we get that? Oh, look who it is! It's Buffy! Oh, sorry, Buffy just got groomed and I have to say hi to her. I'm so sorry. I just have to say hi to her. She smells so good. You smell so good now. Look at how pretty you are. Look at how pretty. Oh my god, you smell amazing. You smell amazing. And you look so pretty. Show everyone how pretty you are, Buffy. Can you? Come here. Come here, show everyone how pretty. Come here. No? You're not going to listen now. You're mad at me because I took you to get groomed. Good girl. All right, sorry guys. I had to make a fuss over her, you know. She's so pretty. I wish you could smell her. She smells amazing. It's a weird thing to say about your dog, but whatever. I've said weirder things on this channel. Who cares? All right, let's go back just teeny tiny little bit. All right. I'm super curious. I think that's so interesting about Suga too. He's just been so sweet. It's interesting to see like his growth as well. Oh. He's so humble. He's such a sweetheart. He's very like, so this is like a character growth thing for him too. Now I have dog hair in my mouth. I'm sorry. But nobody sees that way but you. Everyone else is thrilled that you're here, and like Nishinoya didn't even want to play without you here. If you love being here and you care about the people around you, try. Rely on them, trust yourself, and try. He's like, see, I told you. They have a great dynamic going. Oh, and there comes the... Okay. Now we're back. We're back in... So where I can see what actually happened. Oh. Oh. Oh, and he felt like he let them down. He feels like he let him down. They all had something to like beat themselves up about. Oh, you both are being too hard on yourselves. And so Nishinoya must feel bad that he felt bad about something that he felt was his fault, that Nishinoya thought was his fault. Oh, oh. That's not his role. That's... Oh. He's like, I don't care about what you can or can't do in the moment, but the giving up is a whole other. So he didn't mean that. Oh, I know. Let's not get him involved. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, sir, you have a situation up here, sir. Oh, boy. Wow. So they had like a falling out. Huh? You're being honest. You never wanted to stop. That's right. Take a deep breath. Ace is gonna do his thing. Whoa. Oh! Oh my God! Oh, that was amazing. We're so moved. He's like, I'll do my thing. You gotta do yours. They gotta work together. I think what he was more mad about is the fact that they weren't working together. You know what I mean? Aww. Okay. We don't need your input. Thank you very much. Everyone's gotta do their thing and do it well, you know? Whoa! Ah! Wow! Dang. Yeah, he's like, I just, one more time. I'm not out yet. I can do this. I mean, They gotta prove themselves too. Tanaka's just feeling it. Oh, that's so beautiful. You forgot you weren't carrying it all on your shoulders. You were working with a team that's there for you. Wow. Wow. The steam coming off of that ball. You're seeing the ace in action. Yeah, that's your ace in action there. That was fantastic, guys. I never thought I'd be getting teared up over volleyball, but God, the message behind that is so beautiful that, you know, in the same way that Kageyama had to learn to work with others, in the same way that Hinata had never worked with others, we have someone who kind of forgot that at the end of the day, like, it's not all about you. You feel like you let them down. You feel like it all came down to you and blah, blah, blah. But that's not how it works, you know? I mean, I know he felt bad about, like, the mistakes that he had made in that game. But at the same time, like, it kind of reminds me of what Tanaka was telling Hinata when he was so nervous and, like, throwing up and everything. When he told him, like, you know, kind of like, how dare you not trust your teammates? Like, we're here for you. We know what to do to back you up. Like, don't insult us by acting like, you know, we can't handle that. Because that's what we're here for, you know? And I think Nishinoya, that falling out they had was sad. But Nishinoya, like, you could tell he felt bad about that, too. Because he didn't even want to fight with it. He didn't even want to play without him. And, you know what? First I was like, oh my God, like, the confrontation was so hard to watch. It was like, it seemed like he was mad at him for what he did. But I think he was more mad about, like, the working together aspect of it, you know? Okay, this is not a bad thing to watch. Oh, he's too into it. I get it. I was teared up too. Yearning. Are we yearning for some volleyball? Perhaps. Whoops. Try and play the next one. Don't do that. All right, guys, that was so good. I love that. I was really hoping that we get, like, a really good, after the build-up that they were doing last time, we get a good, like, Asahi episode where he really understands and, like, comes to terms with what's really going on. And I love how he came out and admitted that, like, I never thought that it stopped being fun. I never wanted to not do it anymore. Like, I think that he let the negative part of it get in the way of his love of it, but his love of it was still there. And I also love the message that it's not about, you know, blaming yourself, taking it all on yourself. You know, you're letting your team down. You're this and that. You can't do it. It's about knowing the strength of the people behind you and how that motivates you to be your strongest. Which is, like I said, something that we've been seeing with a lot of other characters too. It's like they kind of had to get that through their heads that, like, I'm not in this alone. Like, that was really beautiful. I gotta say, like, seeing him in action. Now, I never thought I would root against, like, our main team because we've been building them up so much from the start. But seeing him get a win and kind of find himself again was really beautiful. And I know it meant a lot to Nishinoya as well. That was so cool. I love that. I love Asahi's, like, personality so far. Like, I love that he's, like, big, but he's kind of, like, a little bit shy, gentle, hard on himself. Like, he's giving me, like, big teddy bear vibes. And I love how Nishinoya is, like, the absolute opposite. Like, he's, like, a little firecracker. Like, it's so fun to watch them interact. I want to know more about the Neighborhood Association team. Why do I just feel like when they introduced them, too, like, I feel like they lingered on them a long time, like we should know them from, like, a prequel to this or something, you know what I mean? Like, there should be a prequel to this where we're on Karasuno back in the days of what's the coach's name? I'll get it. Don't worry. There's a lot of names to learn, you guys. I'm getting there. But the blonde guy, the coach, the grandson guy. I also like that. I feel like you could have really easily done, like, he had a bad experience and didn't want to come back story, and that would have felt a little redundant on top of the thing that we were dealing with Asahi. But I really love that it wasn't that, it was the opposite. It was like he has so many good memories there. Like he's not going to go back and like kind of poison the well of his memories of all the like good times he had there. Like it's not, that was a moment in time and it's over, and he's not going to go try to recreate it or kind of like taint the memory or whatever. But now as soon as they mentioned the name of the other place, I'm like, they mentioned this cat versus crow thing, and they mentioned that it goes back a little while, and none of our kids seem to really be aware. Like, they're aware of it, but they don't really seem to know firsthand. So how much do you want to bet? And sure enough, I was right, that like it was his team that was, they were in the heart of the rivalry and everything. And not only that, but he knew, was it their setter? He knew like 7 setter as soon as, what's his name, said that. He was like, I'm in. That's it. I'm in. I want to get to know the neighborhood team really, really bad. I'm hoping that's what we'll do like next time or in the next few episodes. So, all right, guys, it was really fun getting to see Asahi find his place on the team again and find himself a little bit and be honest with himself and forgive himself. And it was awesome. It was a really sweet moment. And I'm with Tanaka. I think it was tear worthy. And apparently he's he can't let it go. Even in the preview, he's crying. Sorry guys, that was a great episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.